and a great Tuesday afternoon from Louisiana, everyone. NGRU Storm back with more OG 7 Days to Die version 1.18, the last version that you could download from the PlayStation Store for the PS4 before the fun pimps made them take it down and told all of us PS4 users to go pound sand. I hope everyone has had a great Tuesday. I have got some great news at work today, and I got some plans laid. We've got something cool in the making coming on. I can't tell you. I'm actually very excited. Now, granted, this is going to be later on this year, but I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. So I've got a lot of doing that I have to get done to make sure that all of this goes down the way that it needs to go down. Guys, thank you so very much for coming and joining me, guys and gals, and other people too. It don't make no difference to me. If you enjoy OG7 Days to Die, you're all fam. Thank you so much for your subscriptions, and for those of you who have given me subscriptions. I can't tell you how much I appreciate each and every one of you. You are what drives the channel forward. Thank you so very much. For those of you who have subscribed, once again, remember, please share the videos. Share the videos with folks who are like-minded and who would probably enjoy my content. You know who you are. You're as twisted as I am. Come on, share the videos. For those of you who are stopping by for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Mi casa es su casa. Up on the top of the POI where I live, the Working My Bone homestead. And of course, we actually put up a sign that says Working My Bone. You'll see it in game. Thank you for stopping by. If I put a smile on your face, if I make you giggle, or if you learn something about OG 7 Days to Die, let's say you still have it on your system, you still have it on your PS4, and I've taught you something or will teach you something, please take the time, drop me a subscription. Hit the like button, guys. Remember, it helps me fight that awful YouTube algorithm. It'll get my content out there to more people. And while you're at it, you might as well hit the notification bell as well. That way you'll know when I go live, and I only do live videos. And each time I begin my video, and I say I only do live videos, live streams, there's a reason for it. It's not that I don't have the ability to sit and edit and this and that and the other. No, I want you to see what the game is truly like without editing all the boring and bad and ugly. I want you guys to see exactly what the game is like, or actually was like, considering that this is the OG version of 7 Days to Die. So, I mean, hit that notification bell. That way when I go live, you'll catch the little ding, ding, ding. And if you can't, watch it right then, you can always turn around and come back and watch it at a later point in time at your leisure. So, we have been using, or we are on the random gen map for the game. I love the environment that a random gen gives you. It's so much bigger than the Knaves game map. But for those of you who are thinking about maybe getting back into this, or who have never tried it and do have it on your system, I strongly suggest the Knaves game map, because the random gen map is huge, and it takes a while to be able to get used to all of that. So we're here on the sleeping bag. Let me get up and stretch my old legs, give you a quick tour. We've got our little chemistry set over here. We've got our little workbench over here. We've got our little cooking stove here with all the good stuff on it. We have our cooking pot and our cooking grill, and we have a beaker on there that makes the campfire fully functional. And then we have our forge here, and on it I have my anvil, the calipers, and the tool and die set. One of the things that makes this truly fully functional. Let's get this thing turned on, because we're trying to get some glass and everything in there. And wow, what time is it? It's like 9:17. go out and take a quick look. So yes, I always try to build on a POI or around specific POIs, but when I build on one, I always change the name, and the name here is, it was Working Stiff Tools. Now it is the Working My Bone, because I am the only person out here besides Bob, and I ain't working Bob's bone, I'm gonna work mine. Yeah. My bone is mine, his bone is his. He can keep his bone. I'm going to keep mine. All that good stuff. All right. It's 9:35 on day 166. Our next seventh day is day 168. So we may actually see a zombie horde come on day 168, and then the following madness that ensues, all of the repairs and everything like that. Now, we finished last time we were on, we were able to finish construction of our drawbridge. I really got tired of the zombies coming up my back door ramp and beating on my back door and costing me money to repair it. So what I did was I created the drawbridge. I've got my little down ramps right over there. Turn my light on so you guys can see. And then down there on the bottom we have steel reinforced log spike traps. They fall in there, they lose their legs, they crawl around on the traps, they do damage to themselves, and eventually they die. Now, if they pile up in there, one of the things that happens is they tend to crawl out. But when they crawl out, they are crawling. They are crawlies, officially crawlies. They have lost their legs. So, yeah. But, quiet evening here. Doesn't seem like there's a whole heck of a lot going on. Moon's beginning to rise over there. Pretty moon, crescent moon. And, of course, there be the Milky Way. Oh, it's so pretty. Got blueberries growing. Okay, 4 blueberries. 2, 4, 2, 4, 4, 2. Okay, so evidently the fertilizer that I made helped. But the thing about fertilizer is that you have to search toilets for dookie. And I'm just not big on searching toilets to see if somebody left me behind a present. You know what I'm saying? I was one of those folks, grew up, mom told me, get off the pot, flush the toilet, don't leave it there for somebody else to see. And then, of course, you go out ranging and scavenging and find a nice little town with some turlets in it. And you go look in the turlet and you're going to find one of a couple of things. It's either going to be empty, you're going to find a jar of murky water, you're going to find a toilet pistol, and sometimes with some ammo. Speaking of, I got to do some gunsmithing tonight. Or you'll find a turd, or a combination of all of them. So, or various of them. So, all right. So let's get in here and let's get some gunsmithing done. This is something we've been needing to do for a bit. All right. So we've got a metric shit ton of pistols. So I'm going to grab all of my pistols. And I'm going to grab all of my pistol bits and bobs. Those are SMG. Okay, that's hunting rifle. That's 44 Magnum. So I think we are good to go. What is this? That's SMG. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to disassemble all of the pistols here on the bench. Or actually, before I get on the bench, we're going to start disassembling them. Alright, so click a pistol, click assemble. And then just start taking stuff off of it. And the last piece that's there, you don't have to worry about taking it off because it is going to be there when you close things out. There it is. All right, here's another one. Let's get this one disassembled. Okay. I mean, the numbers aren't really great. That's the durability numbers that I'm looking at. But you know what? I'm not going to fuss too much because, like I said, we can always combine them with the combine function on the tool bench, and it always gives you something better. Come on, let's go. Thank you very much. All right, got one more pistol here, actually 2 more pistols to disassemble. Let's assemble this one. This is actually a pretty good one. Everything's green. I'm liking that. All right, so we've got that disassembled, and then this is the personal pistol. This is the one that I keep for close encounters. Of course, I rarely ever use it. I use the 44 Magnum more often than anything else. Alright, so let's do an assemble on this one, and we'll get all of these items off. Shit, I'm not going to have enough room. Alright, I've got, let me go do something right quick. Let me go put we're going to go put our leather duster here in the miscellaneous box so that we will have, let's see, where is that pistol? Right here. Alright, it's still got, and see, I'm not going to have room for the flashlight either. So let's go drop the wrench in there as well. I didn't realize I had this many pistols. Wow. Alright, so now we should be good to go. Let's get back over here. Let's select on this pistol. And then we're going to go assemble. And we're going to take the pistol part off. Okay, why is it not letting me take the pistol parts off? I don't know. That is really strange. Let's try this again. Okay, it's not letting me take it off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assemble this right quick. Let's complete. Okay, that, need one of these, need one of these, and then we're going to complete it. And that's a new pistol. So now we're going to select on it. We're going to assemble, and let's remove all the parts. That one goes, that one goes, that one goes, and that one goes. Okay, so now we are good to go. All right, so let's get on the workbench. And let's start. We're going to start putting pistol grips in one by one and upgrading them and see where it leads us. All right, come on, get up there. Don't you argue with me about that. All right, that goes there. Need that. Something tells me, well, maybe not a perfect, but it's okay. Alright, so then the next thing in line are the receivers. So let's get the receivers taken care of. This is actually more the frame. I don't know why they call it a receiver, because that's not what it is. Alright, there we go. There's another one. And see, all of this will be combined down and into one great pistol, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Ah, that's beautiful. 515. Do we have any more frames? No. All right, let's combine some of these barrels. All right, there's one. There's another one. That's a nice 350 too. The 37 will bring it up a little bit. No big deal. Alright, drop that in item A. Do I have any more? I do have one. Ooh, a 551. Thank you. I'll take that. Alright, so now we're going to start combining all of our, and I think they call that pistol parts. That's more like the upper receiver group on that bang bang there. Okay, a 515 and still climbing. Oh yeah, a 553, no doubt. Alright, so now what we can do is select on one of the pistol parts. We're going to assemble, and then we're going to drop everything back on it. There we go. We're going to complete it. And what I need to do is reload it. So let's bring my machete up. Yes, it's Taco Tuesday. We have to say some things with a Mexican accent. Machete. Can you say that? Machete. Machete. That means machete. Of course, you all know that. I'm being an ass. Alright. Let's get over to the pistol. Drop some rounds in, chamber 1, and we are good to go. So we can drop off the 60 additional rounds and the pistol. Alright, so let's take a look around. The next thing up here in line is going to be our 44 Magnum. So we need to look for Magnum parts. Okay, that's Magnum parts. We don't want to do anything with those. In fact, hell yeah, I can make some bullets with that shit. What is this? That's hunting rifle. That's SMG. And all of that down there at the bottom is SMG. Okay, so we're good to go. We've got nothing to combine, so we don't really even need to go to the bench. Well, we do. We do need to go to the bench because we're gonna do those Magnum parts. Oh wow, really? Let's see, what is it? Hungry or both? Food and water. So before we go any further, we're gonna go here and we're gonna start doing the eat thing. We're gonna fill ourselves up. You know what? Let's go on ahead and eat the stew, the good stuff. And a piece of cornbread to finish it off. Got to have cornbread with your stew. Alright, there we go. So now it is time to drink up. And the cooling effect of the red tea will counteract the heating effect of the stew, which is going to help us out. Alright, we need to drop these in here. And you know what? I need to make some more cornbread. So there's 15, there's 30, there's 45. That should be 60. This will be 75. And we'll go ahead and grab that as well. We're going to grab all of our cornmeal. And we're going to come over here and we're going to cook some cornbread. Let's do that right quick. Make as many as we possibly can. Good to go. That's going to leave us with 11 bottled water. So I definitely need to go and take those 55 jars right there, those glass jars. I need to grab those, go to the rich people's house, fill them up, come back and make me some fresh water. Alright, so let's get over to the bench. Here it is, 3:30 in the morning. We've been busy most of the night. Let's drop these two parts in. A nice 514. And let's look in the backpack. The Magnum, we are going to assemble it. We're going to drop the parts in. And we're going to complete it. Alright, Magnum goes down to the bottom. Do a quick load. Alright, everybody's happy. The chamber's been spun. Aren't we cool? Just like back in them cowboy days, like they said. You heard me? Alright, so next thing is, if I'm not mistaken, hunting rifle parts. Yeah. Alright, so let's do this. Because I'm anal about stupid shit like that. Alright. So we're going to get over here. We're going to assemble the hunting rifle. And we need the parts. Alright. Let's get on the bench. We're going to combine these two. A 526 and a partial 337. I'm going to say like 530. Alright. I was right. Oh, wrong button. Alright, let's get on here. Select the hunting rifle. Assemble. Drop the parts on. Complete. Bring this down to the bottom. Chamber around and put this beautiful hunting rifle away. It's a special hunting rifle. I made it myself. No, actually, I found the parts for it and put it together. Okay, so SMG. SMG parts, 2 receivers, and 2 stocks. So we've got enough to work with here as well. Alright, so let's assemble. We're going to need the stock, the receiver, the parts, and the barrel's going to stay on it. Alright, very cool. So now what we're going to do is get on the bench and start combining these items. Okay, the receivers, there's a 509 and a 576 partial. Hey, almost a perfect 600. I will take that. 567 partial, 353 partial, 575 complete. And let's see how high we can get this 572. Okay, that just completely repaired it. We got no buff there, no joy. 587. Very cool. Alright, back to the SMG again. And we are going to assemble it. So let's drop all these parts in. Let's complete it. Damn, a 590 overall. Alright, very good. SMG is solid, and we are not hurting on any rounds right now. Alright, so now my hunting rifle, or my sniper rifle, I've got 2 barrels. Let's go on ahead and give ourselves a shuffle, get everything back up to where it needs to be. So we're looking very, very good here, folks. We're looking very good. Alright, so over to the bench. Let's bring our sniper up. And really, the only thing we need to do is to pull the barrel off. There we go. Alright, back on the bench. And let's see how high this 570 will go. A partial 87. I was actually thinking more like that was going to give me a 571 or 572. I'm not going to fuss. 579 barrel, indeed. Alright, let's assemble this sniper again and get it reloaded. Assemble. Drop the barrel in. Complete. Drop it back down to the bottom. And let's get a reload. Very good. So all of our gunsmithing is done just in time for the morning. Alright, so before I forget, let's get back over here. We need our leather duster, and our wrench goes right here. Alright, now the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go get some water and get it going. And I probably need to make some more cornmeal. So let's take this fresh, wonderful corn we've got. Let's look in recipes. We need to make cornmeal. We've got 141. Let's say we do 70. And we're crafting away. I'm going to be dropping this corn back off. And I probably should go upstairs and try to... Alright, we're still cooking cornbread. Alright, so let's go. We're going to head downstairs here. There we go. Let's jump down the hole here, if it'll let us. It always does this. There we go. Alright, good to go. Alright, so I'm going to swap over to the club. Oh, look, we've got a visitor. Hello. Ah, shit, it's a screamer. She's done. Let me check her out. Okay, look at that, just that quick. 30 points of damage done. Oh, here comes Nursey Nursey and her sister Nursey Nursey. Come here, show me your cleavage. Come here. Oh, oh wow, we've got lots of cleavage today. taco cleavage. Burrito cleavage. Ow, that hurt. Y'all mean. She didn't even bring me anything. Biznatch. Ooh, she spread her legs for me. Ooh, 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 ooh. There is, man, that place could use a stick up. That was just nasty. Okay, we'll take that. And let's get rid of this and this. And yeah, good to go. Alright, so freaking screamer. So the screamers, oh man, I forgot. I've got dogs here. That's animal hides. Skin these dogs out. Alright. And since I'm close enough to the house, I might as well go on ahead. How you like that balancing act? I'll probably just go on ahead and keep that other stuff. Okay, so the rich folks' house is right over here. There's the fence. And I've cut myself a nice little... What the hell? Oh, it's a freaking mailbox. Damn it. Alright, let's get in here. Alright, see how if you look at the pool, you see how I've got this area here where it's missing water? That's because I've been coming and collecting the water. And obviously, it does not renew. So there's another area that's empty. So I don't have a whole lot of water. This is limited. Now, thank goodness I've got one more rich person's place in town that I can always go to and take care of that. Plus, I've got, was that a nest? No, it's just a rock. I've also got that water tower over there. Alright, let's get back to the house here. Yeah, I like the way that the drawbridge and the spike traps came out. Now, I ended up like this line right here and this line right here. These were additions afterwards because I saw one of the zombies come and stand on this block right here when it was extended, and they sat there and beat on the side of my drawbridge. So rather than have damage done to my drawbridge, this was the option that I took. Now remember when I told you could build over there? Remember I showed you this one place over here? Hang on, I'll run over there and show it to you. Okay, over there where that well is, that leads down and into, oh wow, did you see them? They just got straight up out of the thing. Well, come here, guy. Come on. Come on. Let me just jab you in the back. There we go. And I'll just jab you in the back too. Alright, so now I've got their attention. They're going to come pay me a visit. Come here, old bowling ball head. Happy Taco Tuesday. Arriba! 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 And we'll see what they brought me. He didn't bring anything. He's about useless. What did you bring? Oh, 17 sheets of paper. We will definitely take that. Alright. Oh, shoot, I forgot. I'm infected. I have an infection from them dogs chewing on my bohani. Alright, so we're going to use an antibiotic. And let me bring the water up and my blunderbuss back down. Goodness knows, you don't want to be caught out in the open without your blunderbuss. Alrighty, so back over to the house. We're going to get some work done. Get this water cooked up. Here we go. Alright, up the ladder. And I mean it's still early. We can do some ranging. Nothing of major consequence though. Alright, so let's get over here. All right, we've got all of our cornbread made, which I'm very, well, actually one piece left. So we'll do that. Now, the next thing is our bottled water. We want to max that and good to go. That'll leave us with 55 jars. Let's grab all of our cornbread, and we're going to put our cornbread up right quick. Let's do that. All right, got to get the cornbread put away. Hot cornbread's good stuff, guys. I don't know if you ever had cornbread. Cornbread good eating. Now, here's something that you probably don't know. My dad was born either slightly before, I think it was just before World War II, because I think he was like 4, 5, 6 years old when the Nazi occupation hit Greece. And he actually saw all of that, okay? Hang on, let's get this cornmeal in there as well. There we go. So, one of the things that happens when a country is invaded, the economy goes to absolute hammered dog shit. And, you know, his place was, you know, his country, Greece, give me my duster, damn it, was no exception. So, because the Germans were there, they took all of the flour to feed their own troops. So the Greeks had to learn to do other things. I mean, he told me stories about people making bread with sawdust. But another one of the things that they made bread with was ground up cornmeal. And they made cornbread, and in Greek that is called bobota. And it still carries a stigma to this day. People don't eat cornbread over there. When my dad first immigrated to the United States, as a student to become a doctor, he eventually became a preacher. He saw people eating cornbread, and he's like, I ain't eating that shit. And they didn't, and nobody understood why. Well, they eventually got him to try it, and he liked that shit. Dad loved him some cornbread. It's weird how these things happen. Alright, so I need to drop off this paper. We always like to have a good bit of paper on hand. Paper simply because paper is what we use to make blunderbuss rounds. That, rock, and gunpowder is all you need to load your blunderbuss up. You don't have to have lead. That's one of the reasons why I love the blunderbuss. That and the crossbow both. I mean, you can make some stuff. Alright, now, while I'm looking at it here, you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 220 feathers along with these 3 iron arrowheads. 220 minus 3 is 217. So let's get over here. Let's look in ammo and weapons. Iron arrowhead. We want to make 217 of these boogers. We've got clay going in there right now. Those will craft up real quick, and I'm going to need lumber to be able to finish this off. So let's grab a stack of lumber, and let's shuffle this. I don't know why that was out of order like that. I guess it was from the last time that I did it. It's the only thing that I can think. Alright. Times 1017. You know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and see if I can't harvest me a little bit more scrap iron. And I've got a perfect place to do it over here. Let me get over this way. I'm going to come right over here, and I'm going to start working here on the skate park. There we go. We're just going to clean all of this out. Make sure you hit the top one first. If you hit the bottom one, the top will fall and you'll lose that metal. I always come over here and get stuck on these fences. At least this way they'll be able to get in without any problem. Time's 11:36. Now we do have, oh, I almost screwed that up. Got to remember, we've got our forge going. That's one of the reasons why we ran into that screamer over there by the jail. They like heat blooms. What's in here? Nah, we'll just leave it empty. Alright, we're just going to continue to go around. We'll probably end up picking up a... Oh, it didn't fall. I'm actually... Yeah, it did. There it went. But I'm going to continue harvesting this scrap iron. I might as well. I definitely need some. I don't have to worry about iron for the forge. I'm thinking scrap iron. Okay, there goes Santa Claus. Oh, might as well. Why not? Let's go on ahead and make the run. Looks like we've got two things over there anyway. There's where a rock was. That's what that indent in the ground. Little aloe growing on the ground over there. Good, yummy stuff. Yeah, we'll just head this way and pick up both of these. Might as well. So I didn't eat tacos today. I'm ashamed to say. I was going to go to Taco Bell, but I said nah. I mean, I could definitely order some tonight if I wanted to, which I may end up doing. You never can tell. Taco Tuesday is a tradition. And I do have a beer here that I could have with them. Beer with tacos is good eating. Alright, so somewhere over here, I think that's it, is where this thing dropped. So we're just going to keep going towards one of them. Okay, there's the one. Oh, I'll take all that. That's yummy stuff. Let's get over here. Oh, look, it's a graveyard. And we've got a crackhead and a fat man. Come here, Mr. Crackhead. No, we have no crackle. I ain't got no crack for you today. Die. Here, I got one just for you, crackhead. Want one more? Let me give you one more. I need to come dig this graveyard up. What'd you bring, fat man? Sandwiches. Oh, he didn't bring nothing. What the hell? Alright, so we have this one other box over here. Let's grab this. Make sure we don't hit these knee-biter cactus boogers. Oh, I'll take all of that too. Thank you very much. Alright, so we're going to head back towards the house. I think I'm just going to leave that white rock there. But yeah, you can come into a graveyard and every place there's a gravestone. You can dig and you'll find the casket. And when you found the casket, you can plunder it. I mean, you find odd things in there. It's not always like good stuff. It's not always bad stuff. Sometimes you don't find a damn thing. But you can plunder a graveyard. Alright, so we're still hauling balls. Get back to the house here. Just ran by, that's a yucca plant. Good eating for the desert dwellers like me. You ever run out of food, you can always eat yucca. Yucca fruit. Yucca fruit's good eating. Don't fill you up that much, but I don't need these. I'll have to make 8 more iron arrowheads. They're probably already done. We're just going to leave these guys out here and let them fertilize the soil. And bouncy. Oh, damn, I ran into him. Hear that like sticky, gooey sound? That's just nasty. Alright, there's the house. Let's get back over there. It's only 1 o'clock. I think we're going to go back to hammering down chain link fence over here, because we could definitely use a scrap iron. Alrighty. There's a good one. Okay, explain to me how that happens. Well, I don't need the rock. Alright. Boy, they beat the shit out of this door. Oh, let's take the door down. Each one of them's 10. That's not bad. I'll just take the fence all the way around. And then we've got... those are only worth 4. Power boost skate. Let me see. The Werboo Skate Park. There we go. That's what we'll have to name the town. Werboo. That'll work. Where you live? I live in Werboo. What y'all do when we get bored? We go out in Werboo. Alright, we're just going to chew through this right quick. And with just 1 strike each, I mean, it's hard to kind of like turn it down. We'll probably end up with a little over 1,000 by the time we get finished. Oh shit, Werboo just went to shit, man. What the fuck? I guess the fence was kind of supporting it. Oh well. Shit happens. What's in the trash can? Nothing. This is going to be another one of them weird ones. Oh, it went pretty quick. Oh, he's getting some kind of thirsty. Hang on. We need to get a little drinky drink in him. There we go. That'll help cool us down. Temp's already going down. Look at that. It's not like it's hard work, huh? 104. Still dropping. 103. Time is 3:30. In-game time. So we're just, I mean, this is the boring part of the game. Okay? It's not always, you know, fun and games with the zombies. Sometimes you got to go out and gather you up some resources. It's just the nature of the beast. You gots to. Now, what would be really fun is for me to make a bunch of candy tins and turn them all into landmines and come mine the shit out of this place. Oh, damn, missed one. It's okay. We can live without it. We're almost through. We're on the back side now. Alright. And the ones you see missing, zombies have torn out, so I mean, why lose it, you know what I'm saying? Why waste it? Alright, we're doing pretty good. 4:52, almost 5 o'clock. We're almost there. Just a wee bit more. And I'm interested to see, that's why I haven't looked yet. Those are 15 a pop right there. But what dropped was more like 40. Screamer brought her dogs. Can't believe that shit. Pesky things. There, we lost some more. Oh shit, I didn't want to do that. There we go. Okay, so we've pulled all of the metal out of this place. Now I could get up here and take these. Those are 10 a pop. Something dropped. And just a wee bit more here. Yeah, that broke and dropped and broke. I don't see anything else over here. I mean, there's a lot, you know, there's more that I could actually... Oh, we have a roving band. Well, guess what? We got some business. Hello, Mudda. Hello, Fada. Why'd you send me to this weird place? Let me beat you with a stick. Oh, Dad, dude, Dad looks all like he got his ass whipped. Oh, look at them boobs. Don't hit me. I'm admiring. Damn it. What? You can't get out? You can't get out? Aw, poor baby. Bloop, 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 bloop. What'd you bring me? Oh, thank you. I'll take that. Bouncy. And what did you bring me? 3 waters. We always like water. What about you? What'd you bring me? You can keep your damn sandwich. But what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the sandwich so that he and the sandwich will eventually dissolve. Alright, and then he ain't got nothing. And this guy always sits here. He's empty. I check him every once in a while. There's one of them. Here it is. This is Blowjob Dude. See, every time I see these guys, it just... You know that girl in a white dress? Not the screamer, but the other girl in a white dress, she got blood coming down all down her mouth and stuff. She's the one that gave this dude a blowjob. Look at his hand. Look at his hand right here. Look. See that hand? You cannot tell me he wasn't holding his tool in his hand while that girl was giving him a blowjob. And she just got all carried away, and look what she did. You ain't got that. Huh? She got that one eyeball. That's the oh my God eyeball. He realized what he did. He realized he shouldn't have done that. Well, dude, I mean, you're the one that asked a freaking zombie for a blowjob. It's your own damn fault. Alright, let me stand back up here. What do we got in here? Anything in the dumpster? Hey, some lead. We'll take that. I usually leave these items laying around because over a period of time, glass, I can throw that in the forge. Over a period of time, they will respawn the items in I think it's like 30 days in game time. So yeah, you guys are going to be around for the herd. Oh, actually, I didn't check. How much metal did I get? 2,500. That's not bad. I'm not going to complain. Alright, let me get a bouncy. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, hang on. I got a ding. Hang on. Is there a jar of Bertolli in the pantry right side? My roommate asked me to check on something, so I got to. Now that little that you heard, that's a screamer. That's the kind of noise they make. I think they fondle their fudgies or some weird shit and make that kind of noise. Zombies are weird like that. I mean, you never can. I mean, I watch. Can of Bertolli, right side. Yes. Yes, we have a jar of garlic Alfredo. Alright, so cool. I didn't have my dinger on. I couldn't hear a message. Now, I need to take care of this damn screamer. So what I'm going to do is I am going to close the door here. I don't know which side she's on, so I'm going to have to kind of be careful. She's not over here. She's below me. Alright, let me swap over here. Shit. Zoom. Where are you at, Chica? She's done. Here comes the blowjob girl. She's done. Spider monkey. That's why you put them iron bars up. I shot him in the ass. Oh, we got a few just kind of walking around. Oh, we'll just break out the crossbow. Shit hurts, doesn't it? Let me shoot him right in the Gennardlies. Missed him. Think he's done. Yeah, he's done. Oh, you're lucky, girl. You're lucky again. You're lucky a third time. You're lucky a fourth time. Well, shit. You ain't lucky no more. Alright, 8:47. I don't think we have anybody else coming in. The fact that she called in a spider monkey was kind of shitty. let's go clean that mess up. Alright. I need to use one of these right quick. Get my health back up. Alright, let's get this back up. And we'll clean these guys up right quick. But the first body that I want is hers. Because, well, son of a bitch, make a liar out of me. Screamers normally carry good stuff. Bottle of glue. Oh, you little slut. Come on. Come on, Mom. Right between the titties. It's 21:26. These motherfuckers are going to start running here in a minute, and I'm going to be in a huge bind. So let me get my... Oh, he ended up down in the... No, you're not climbing up here to see me. You really thought getting down there would be a good idea. It didn't work out too well for you, did it? Where? I heard him. I heard him. He's over there somewhere. Oh, there he is, you little shitbag. That's an Excedrin PM headache. Alright, so let's get inside. So we've got too many screamers coming over. I have got to... I need to make 8 more of these. Alright, actually I need to make 3 more. There we go. Alright, I need that. Okay. How are we doing over here? We've got all of our water done. So let's turn this off. Okay, first things first. Let's reload. There we go. Happy, happy. And I need to get rid of the dookie meat. So let me just slip up here to the edge, and this goes over the side. Also, well, I mean, I'm up here that I'm up here. I might as well just stick it in the box. Alright. So the sand can go in here. I'm happy about that. Now, well, shit. Recipes, iron crossbow bolt. Let's make as many as we can. And that'll work out real well. Alright, so it left me with 3 left over. No big deal. Alright, so let's start dropping some of these things away. Alright, so I've got enough first aid kits. We always save the pills and the plans for Bob. We're going to let him have the beaker. And the rest of this stuff is mine, by golly gee. Alright, so we need to drop this off in the construction box. We need to drop off this, and this in there. We need to drop the empty glass jar off right here. Alright, we're still making arrows in the background. Okay. Now, hang on. Got more to drop off. 3 bottled water. Alright, let's get this shuffled or sorted. And let's see what else we've got. Alright, so the scrap is going in here. And, oh, hang on, got a ding. I got a ding. Okay, go with those burger buns we have. I think we still have tater tots in the freezer. Barbecue, pulled chicken, or pulled beef. Okay, cool. All right, so that's taken care of. Now, what else do we have to do? Okay, so in here, we need to drop this, this, and this off. Then we need to step over to the medical chest. We got to drop off this wonderful grain alcohol. Then we're going to step over to the schmeltables. And we're going to drop in this and this. And then okay, I was beginning to hold my weapon a little weird there. Let's drop off these arrowheads here. Alright, give ourselves a shuffle. And I think we're finished making arrowheads, so let's drop that in. And we're good to go. Alright, hang on, I got another ding. Gotta check my dings. Alright, so yeah, we gotta... Alrighty, cool. So, we're looking pretty good here. So now I need to go, swap over to the club, I need to go here, and we need to get all this water and replenish our water supply over here. Alright, so let's drop in all these water bottles, and let's do that. Very cool. Alright, so I need to go up and harvest corn. Yes, that's what I want to do. Alright, so let's bring the machete up here. And we'll get out here and get the headlight on so we can see what's going on up here in the cornfield. And we're going to start harvesting up corn. And we're going to have a shit ton of corn. I need 78 corn seeds to replant my corn. Alright, there we go. There's another row. Alright. Oh. Dang it. Missed that one. Did you know that the corn, the silk that grows on the corn, you can take that, dry it, and smoke it? Doesn't do anything for you. Doesn't like get you buzzed or anything. But it can be smoked much like tobacco. Alright, so we need, out of this, we need 78 seeds. So let's look at the recipe. Corn seed, I need 78. And corn seeds take a while to make. All right, and that leaves us with 156 fresh corn. I can go with that. All right, let's get back in here. We're going to drop our freshly harvested corn off right up in here. And we're going to take these seeds and we're going to bring them right here. That way all of the seeds will propagate to that spot. Alrighty, cool, cool. Yeah, I'm going to leave the forge off because it is day 168. This is Horde Day. And I need to check on my building supplies right quick. The pickaxe looks good. Okay, we've got 84 rebar frames and we've definitely got enough concrete. So no fuss or complaint there. Where is my other hammer? I had 3 hammers in there. Why is something telling me it is in here? Some bitch, it's not. Where the fuck is my hammer? Not there. It ain't there. It ain't there. Or is it? No. Hammer time. Where's my hammer? Damn it. I don't know what I did with my hammer. I don't think I'd have stuck it in here. Nope. I guess it's that 359 is the only thing that I can guess. Alright, well let's get upstairs and get the corn seeds planted. Alright, let's Jimmy crap corn and I don't care. Jimmy crapped corn and I don't care. You gotta sing that song when you plant corn. Jimmy crapped corn and I don't care. And what should be the last verse? His bunghole looks like popcorn. Alright, so there's the first row. Let's get up here and get the second row planted. And each one of these will give me 3 ears of corn again. Alright. Corn is actually, of all of the stuff, is probably the easiest and less quirky to plant. Now watch it get all weird on me now that I said that. Alright, plant the corn. Okay, I think we've got 2 more rows to go, or maybe 1 more row. We'll see. I think it's 1 more row. We'll see. No, I think it's going to be 2 more rows. Alright, then we got to get back up here. And... okay, and it's going to get weird on me. The one time that I don't need it to get weird. Alright, let's back up. Why you gotta be a bitch? Why you gotta be a bitch? Because I'm next to the potatoes that you haven't harvested in forever and a fucking day. Alright, and then there's the last one. Alright, cool, cool. We are good to go. Corn will grow. It will be happy, happy, joy, joy day. And I probably should harvest up my blueberries since they're grown. So when I spread the fertilizer on the lawn, in the garden here, it didn't spread like I thought it would. It was like every other spot it wanted to do instead of doing every spot, which kind of pissed me off a little bit. But I mean, if nothing else, we did get some spots with fertilizer in it, so no complaints. Alright, so 54 blueberries. Now we normally pick up like 108. We picked up 156. So let's do the recipes here. Blueberry seed. I think I said 54. And that's going to take a while to craft those up. And I'm just going to go inside, drop my freshly picked blueberries off. This way, when I want to, I can make me some blueberry pie. Blueberry pie, good eating, guys. Blueberries in general are good eating. Blueberries and yogurt with a little bit of healthy granola. Ooh, buddy. That's the yummy stuff. Alright, so it is day 168, 4:44 in the morning. Nice and quiet, ain't a whole hell of a lot going on. But tonight it's going to get ugly. It is going to get ugly. I don't know that there's anything just like off the top of my head that I need to go do before Horde Day. Or before Horde Night, actually. So we're probably just going to hang around the place. And see if we can do some like easy quickie stuff. You know, there is something I've been thinking about though. So I've got this area lit. How the hell did that end up coming on? It was off. Well, it's on now. I'm happy. So that was what I was going to do, was going to repair that light. Oh well. There we go. Alright, everything's happy, happy, joy, joy. 5:30 in the morning. Everybody's happy. We're still making blueberry seeds. And 4. Alright, now we're going to drop them in the seeds box. This way we'll have blueberry seeds the next time we want to plant. That dust storm is always over there. That one and that one right there. Always. Man, if I could make the electric windmill to make myself some electricity in this game, I'd be in the right spot to do so. But everything's nice and quiet. See those white spots? That's the fertilizer. And I tried to get it, you know, in every spot, but it just wouldn't go. So I guess maybe the game doesn't allow you to put it in every spot. It's like every other spot or some shit like that. But either way, it's all good. I could go over there and take an axe to that place and just get it to tumble down. Why not? We've got the time. Here, let's bring the blade down. Alright, we'll swap over to the axe. There we go. So what I'm going to do on this place is I'm just going to go around the bottom of it. And I'm going to take out all of the bottom. And it'll give me a little bit of lumber. That one's taking some damage. I'm going to have to knock that table down, unfortunately. And make sure that there's nothing else in this motherfucker holding stuff up. We've got the... Okay, so that's done. Let's get outside and we'll knock the rest of this down. This is just going to give us a clearer view of stuff coming in. We don't have to worry about not being able to see around this place. And sometimes on a horde night, they'll get stuck up in this house. Got some fiber there that I didn't want, but that's fine. Alright. Takes care of that one. Let's get this one knocked down. This is actually the quickest way to do your demolition work. Alright, let's get these last few knocked out. Came down a little bit quicker than I thought it would. And then we need to knock out the bottom of the garage door here. Alright, and now I can just come back in and smash through this lumber. Damn it. I end up with freaking a bunch of fiber that I don't need. I'll just end up dropping it. There's a little bit of wood right there. I don't know. Okay, yeah, that was wood. A little lumber we lost there. Trying to keep my ears open for any strange sounds. Feet shuffling across the desert floor. End up with a little bit of sand too, it's looking like. Alright, so this is almost done. Thought I heard some shuffling. I am hearing some shuffling. Only thing I can think is it's a crawly. We've got a few more lumber piles over here to knock out. It's funny though, when you go to tear a house down, even a chair on the inside that's up against the wall can support the structure. So alright, so now we've got that torn down. Hang on, there's a little bit of lumber right there. Let me look around and see if there's any more laying here. I don't think there is. Alright, cool. How much lumber did we end up with? 824. Don't need... Well, might as well take it back upstairs and get rid of that. Alright, let me go on ahead, shut the door here, just to make 100% sure. Alright, so sand. Oh man, what are you complaining about? You're complaining again. Might as well eat some cornbread while we're at it. Get our health back up. Our not our health, but our fullness back up. Fill the tummy up, in other words. Alright. Temperature's coming down. We're at 196 now. One last piece of cornbread. Alright, now let's get here. We're going to drop the sand and that few little pieces of rock off. Alright, and then I have wood and iron to drop off, and down here in the bottom, an empty glass jar. Now you can make glass jars in the forge. It's not any major consequence. As long as you have, you can just shovel up some sand and throw sand in there. That's going to make glass. Any of your broken glass on the ground, like a bottle, you've seen the one with the bottle that kind of looks like a mess on the ground. You can smack that with an axe and you'll pick up some broken glass. The windows, you can smash windows and get broken glass. But your best bet is to just shovel a bunch of sand in there, and that will melt down into glass. To make glass jars, you'll need glass and clay. So make sure, like I've shown you on the map, where you go out and you look where, in the green areas, you see like the areas where the white rock is, and you'll see like that round red area or the red area around it. That is all clay, and you can go and dig clay there. Just make yourself a shovel and go to town. Bring, a shit ton of clay back. See, I've got 12K clay right now. I've got, it's stone that I was putting in there. I don't need the stone in there as much as right now. Let's go drop that stone back in here. I need a lump of clay. So let's get the clay over there. As much as I really don't want to turn this on. Okay, we're looking good on glass, so I'm going to bring the sand back over here, and we'll drop this sand in here. Alright, so things that I want to get rid of. 1, 2, 3, 4 items. Perfect. Let's go on ahead and get this thing turned on. And we're going to start melting some of this other stuff down. Get some more lead in the forge. Lead's always a good thing to have. Bullet tips. I've got more brass than I've got lead right now. Alright, this needs to go, but not on the damn ground. And in we go. And that'll break down pretty quick. Then we're going to take these 13 steel arrows and stick them in there. That'll give us a little bit of iron. Oh, excuse me. A little vape bone. Oh, I got an ear itch too. Ear itch. Oh, itchy, itchy, itchy. Oh, that feels so good. You know you're getting old when you scratch your ear and it's almost orgasmic. I have this wonderful little tool from when I was back in, back in the jewelry days. Um, it's a wax tool. You use it to, do carved wax and stuff like that. Anymore, most of this stuff is they'll design a ring on a computer and it's printed out 3D in wax and they can cast it. But back in the day, we had to carve our waxes. And I carved some beautiful pieces in my time for damn sure. So 317 seconds. What time is it getting to be? It's 11:30. So what we need to do is begin to get ourselves set up for the evening. So we're going to move some of these items up to the top. Put it in our backpack. Then we're going to move the sniper rifle over a slot and then get into the case. Alright, so I definitely want the 44 Magnum, and we'll get all of those rounds. Okay, I want my AK-47. We're going to put it back here, and we'll grab 109 rounds of that, giving us 188 total. And then I'm going to grab my SMG, and we'll take 138 rounds of that. Also, we're going to grab another 250 stack of crossbow bolts. There we go. All right, so we're set up for the evening at this point. Okay, we still got a little bit to smelt down in terms of the lead. So if you find a lead trophy, it's a 1-to-5 ratio. One lead trophy will give you 5 lead. If you find lead fishing weights, 1-to-5. One lead fishing weight will put 5 lead in your forge. But when it comes to scrap lead, that's a 1-for-1. I'm glad I took that thing down. Man, I can see all the way across to the next block now without any issues. I'm liking it. That one poor dude. He's been sitting up there dead the whole frickin' time. See him? Sitting right up there. Alright. So the way that I do this, I tend to be a traditionalist when it comes to weapons. My primary weapons are always the crossbow, the spike club, and the blunderbuss. But on horde nights, the 44 Magnum, the SMG, and the AK play a good part. Like the 44, you can take one of those fat puking cops down pretty quick with a 44 or an AK. When there's a shit ton of them running around in one spot, you can't really get in under them to shoot the crawly that's attacking your wall. You can just point the SMG down, spray and pray, and you'll knock a handful of them down and give you a chance to get to what's on the bottom of the pile. So, I mean, said I wasn't going to build these things, but eventually ended up doing it simply for the reason that they are utilitarian tools. I mean, it always helps. So, now in the new version, I think there's other weapons that you can get, that you can make. I mean, they've offered a lot more weapons, which I think is cool. I don't have an issue with it. But, I do have an issue with some of the things that they put in game. I've said it repeatedly. The demons Why did you put demons in a post-apocalyptic zombie game? The zombies are around because of the nuclear explosions that went off. Something happened and screwed up people and made them undead. There's nothing evil about that. It just happened. There's nothing demonic about it. It happened, okay? But then they put demons in the game. Why? Why did you put demons in the game, Fun Pimp? There wasn't no damn reason to put demons in the freaking game. But everybody's trying to please the buyer. Let's put demons in. It'll make everybody happy. I'll write that shit on the bottom of my nuts, and next tomorrow when I take a shower, it'll get washed off and everybody will forget about it. Oh, I'm looking forward to this vape going dead. And the reason I'm looking forward to it is because I have some strawberry strudel vape. Nom nom nom. I need to make some coils, man. Come to think of it, there's one other item that I need to go inside and take care of. I need to replenish my food stock. And my red tea. So there's two. Alright, this can go back in the box, and then we're going to replenish our cornbread. We can stick the excess back in the box. We're looking good on antibiotics. Now, how many do I have in here? I've got 2 stacks of 50, so I could probably take about half of these, and we're going to sell them to Bob. Antibiotics usually bring a fair price. And after tonight, hopefully, we'll have a lot of good stuff we can take over to Bob. How are we doing on the lead? The lead's done. Let's go ahead and turn this booger off. Clay's at 19K. I want to get it up to 25K. 25K is as much as you can have. Mined clay, 1 raw clay that's shoveled out of the ground will give you 5 clay in your forge. Same thing with rock. I think it's a 1 to 5. And then as you are mining, there we go. As you're mining white rock and you get the raw iron, 1 raw iron will give you 5 iron in your forge. So, I mean, always a good idea. You know, go out and harvest you up some white rock. That'll give you some nitrate, some scrap lead, some coal, items that you need to make gunpowder. And then when you're walking around, of course, I always go to a green area to be able to do that. You also want to walk around and keep your eyes on the ground for coal nodes, nitrate nodes. You'll see those. Now, supposedly, if you dig down deep enough, you know, do like a little mine, you will also find raw iron and stuff like that down there. Iron, nitrate, coal, but here in the desert, oil shale. And you know, there was a place over there in a cave, one of the caves that's out that direction, out towards the other camp. See where that little, you can see the motorcycle, you can see the bed, and then really kind of faintly you see the red flag. Off that direction there are caves in the ground. And I haven't gone back to really exploit those caves as of yet. I need to. I need to go back there and exploit those damn caves. But inside the caves, stalactites, stalagmites, that's nitrate. You knock those down and you get nitrate powder. But I saw one that looked like it had a dark spot in the wall, which is actually oil shale. And if I can find that, I can actually make some more gasoline instead of having to range and find it. You can make gasoline in the chemistry station. And the chemistry station, as I've said many times, if you find a wrench, look for a popping pills, and usually you'll find one of these in the back. You can use your wrench to disassemble it, bring it home, set it up. This way you don't have to make it. Alright, so gas can, we've got 2 recipes. One is oil shale, so you need 12 and it'll give you 1 unit of gasoline, or you could go this route: animal fat, cornmeal, and bottled murky water. Basically, you're making methanol. All right, now my crossbow's about halfway down. I know I'm going to be using a lot of crossbow tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of these 404s that I made. There we go. And I'm just going to go over here and combine it up on the bench. So let's take a quick look. So I'm just over halfway. I think what I may do is wait until after the Horde night to do that. That way, I mean, if it's over halfway, I'm not going to combine them. It's just kind of a waste, in my opinion. Wait until after the Horde night, and we'll see what happens. All right. The AK is fully automatic. It can be spray and pray as well. I rarely ever go full auto with the AK. That's more like just point and shoot, click one round off at a time, and it makes things much easier. Time is now 4:19 in game, 4:20, just rolled over 4:20. We are well on our way into the day 168 Horde night. Everything seems nice and quiet in this sleepy little desert town. Werboo. I need to put a big sign up that says Werboo. Those bodies haven't fucking dissolved yet. I guess not. I didn't realize there were 2 zoom modes on there. Interesting. Another thing that I need to try to do is figure out how to get the water that's up in there down and on the ground and in an area where I can access it. Because the rich people's pool, I mean, granted, we have 2 rich people here in town. One's on the northwest side of town, and one is just like, straight through that direction. In fact, right over there, I think it is. But water's a limited resource. Now, there are places in game where I have found water. In fact, we can map out, and I can show you that. Let me go up here, scoot up to the north here a little bit. So right over here, just past the big city, if you'll look, in fact, we'll bring it right in close. All of that you see blue, that's water. So yeah, I can make the trip up there to ferry water down, but I don't particularly want to. I will most likely eventually have to. How far is that one? And when I say that one, I'm referring to that thing that dropped. See, I don't even, oh, there it is, right over there. It's right on the edge of the radiation zone. All that red that you see there, that's radiation zone. You do not go in there. You will die very quickly if you go in there. Even if you got the hazmat suit on, it offers precious little protection. You might as well take a stack or 2 of first aid kits if you're going to go out there. And to my knowledge, I don't think there's anything out there that really makes a difference as far as, is there something out there that I want? For the most part, the answer for me is no. I don't want to go out there and die and lose all my shit and then end up dying repeatedly to try to get back to it. My nephew, when we were playing probably more than just a handful of years back, ended up accidentally driving into a radiation zone, and he couldn't get back in to get his stuff. And it just pissed him off. And I can't say that I blame him. I told him, I said, dude, I said, as far as I know, that's a radiation zone. I said, you can't go back in there because every time you do, you'll die. I said, all that stuff, you may just as well kiss it goodbye. Well, I had a lot of good stuff. I'm sure you did. But I said, it's stuff that we can replace. I said, we can build you another mini bike. We can find the stuff to build another mini bike. I said, as far as your armor, we can craft you more. Your weapons, we can craft more of those as well. He was one, my nephew was one who really enjoyed the weaponry. He enjoyed the pistol, the 44 Magnum, the AK-47, the SMG, and he constantly went through a lot of ammo. And it was kind of a, at times it was difficult to keep up with his ammo usage. But I mean, everybody games different. Everybody's got their own particular way of doing things. So, I'm not going to fuss the young man. I miss him. I wish I lived closer to him. 8 hours away is a long way to live away from family, folks. Trust me when I tell you that. Appreciate your family. Cool. Hello. Hey, remind me to tell you about conversation I had with Michael Kitt's wife. Mike Kitt's wife. I'll tell you. Just remind me a little bit later on. Once I finish up the stream, I'll let you know about it. All right. Time's now 6:49. Heading into the evening. Talking with my roommate there, guys. I have said it before, and I will say it again. I am blessed to have a wonderful roommate. She's someone I trust, and that is a blessing. Look at that. Body's still down there. I can't believe I missed that one. Must have something on it. Usually if they've got something in them, they'll last a little bit longer. So remember the ones over here? Let me go back around over this side. See, the ones that were over there have already dissolved. 7:13. You know what? I've got the time. Let me run down there and find out what was up there. What did you bring? I'll take them. I just stepped in another one. What did you bring? I'll take that. And nothing there. Nothing there. I'm surprised those haven't dissolved yet. And I checked this one, right? That's empty. Alright, we're good to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this sham sandwich right here, and we'll leave those bodies to be harvested tomorrow. Oh, hang on. I think I got one in here I'd forgotten about. I got two in here I'd forgotten about. I'll take both of those items. Then let me get over here to the edge. They didn't have nothing but little shit. See right there? That one block with the little ding in it, that's damaged. So I've already started taking damage. Alright. Let's hop back up here and get this door closed. Keep the spider monkeys from coming up. Time is now 8 o'clock, in-game time. So another 2 hours in-game time, and it will be zombie night. Taco Tuesday with some zombie sauce, baby. So, as you can see, there's a lot of repairs that have been done over here. The walls, concrete and rebar 4 blocks high. And that's because this is the area, this corner is where I normally stay when it comes to the Horde Night. Oh, look, it's Grayson. Hello, Poochie. You big, soft, whiny baby. How are you? Decided you'd come over and say hi to the old fart of the house here, huh? Is that what you did? Thought you'd come say hi to old fart? Mama's standing behind you.
Mama's fixing to go get some free laundry detergent out the car.
Poochie, hello, big boy.
Big fart, big fart,
Yep, I'm big fart.
and Pee-wee.
We got big Poochie,
Mr. Pee-wee.
and then we got the Pee-wee. That's about a 18-pound tomcat right there.
Tuxedo.
Big tuxedo. He's a beautiful cat, but he's skittish as hell, man. You sneak up on him and he'll hiss at you.
He's 13. He a buddy.
13 years old?
They make
Oh.
13 like around.
He don't look 13. Buddy does.
Yeah. Well, Buddy's always been skittish, and then he got harassed by Trooper.
Alright, let's see here, guys. It's looking like I need to drop off a few things. So, I really don't care for the dookie sandwich. So we'll drop those down there for the zombies to snack on. And I don't want that can of food because I grow and hunt for my own. So we can drop that off and that off. There's pills for Bob. You know how he is about his pills. And then, of course, we've got a little bit of water that we can drop off as well. So we are ready for the horde night. Alright. And why he's overheating again, I don't know. It must be a particularly hot evening. Now we'll just drop that off. Drop that glass jar back in there. Yeah, I'm getting almost to a point where I need to make some more red tea. But I'm going to have to make some glass jars too, yeah. Alright, so yeah, it's getting that time, guys. Look at that. The sky's getting red. That's a telltale sign of hell is on its way. So let me just get my happy little ass right out here. Get squatted down. Of course, as soon as the bell rings and the evening starts, they're going to know exactly where I'm at. I will be immediately hunted. But hopefully, the Horde Night will bring me some good experience points in addition to good scavenging. So we're going to cross our fingers and hope. So we're on the 20-second countdown. And the 15-second countdown. Damn, that's a good vape. Alright. 10-second countdown. Day 168. So the next one will be day 175. Alright. Here we go. Hang on to your drawers. It is that time. Immediately I'm hunted, as you can see, so they know exactly where I'm at. Where are they coming in from? Oh, look, it's Poochie Baba. And there's two of them. Sounds like we've already got people falling in the trap over there. I don't think I killed her. Let's put another one in her. There, she's done. Quit beating on my walls. She's done. Oh, and her sister just came back around with her pet dog. Holy shit at the dogs, man. Okay, that one guy doing the Ubangi stomp down there, he needs to die. Slow him down a little bit anyway. Okay, he's dead. Let's clip the top of her head. She's done. Oh, cop. Let's get right up on his head. Son of a bitch. Okay, the cop's down. I ain't worried about anything else. We just lost a body there. Alright, sounds like we've got a lot of action over there. We do. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Alright, that one guy that's doing the spin right there, well, he ended up dying. Alright, so we're going to move back over this direction. Get them to follow us over. And we're going to see how many we can knock out here on this corner. I think we dropped one. You know what? No. There's old bowling ball head. Put one in him, slow him down. One in his back. And there's his nephew, the crackhead. He's dead. And we got this clown right here. Lost a body. Is that a dog? It is a dog. Poochie Baba just bit the big one. Alright, so now we've got this one clown that's doing the runaround. Let's move up a little bit and see if we can save some of those bodies for harvest. Yeah, the dogs are over there dying in that... Oh, you're lucky, bud. Okay, now they all cluster fucked up. That was a lousy shot. Excuse me. Okay, so now bowling ball head's all in a fit. See if we can't drop one right in the top of his noggin. Okay, he's done. Alright, there's the mother. We're gonna... She's done. Come on, come around the corner, come see me. We know who this is. Okay, we got cop. Let's reload. Cop's down. And the bad thing about it is he's laying on top of another body. We just lost a body. Alright. Oh, I'm going to get you here in a minute, Chica. Oh, damn, we got more. Oh, there's another cop. Kill him before he can explode. Thank you. Alright. There's the nurse. Let's put one in his back. Didn't kill him. She's dead now, but he's laying underneath her. Okay, he's done. There's another cop. That was rude. We got lots of people crawling down there. But I'm hoping that they will end up... Okay, she just lost her legs. Alright, then we've got another crawly. I don't know why those crawlies are so difficult to kill. Dog's dead. Lost another body. Yeah, they're all piling over there onto the... Oh, we got 2 cops now. Freaking cops. Lost a body. Alright, I'm going to move up a little bit and see if I can't draw them up here. And let these guys cluster up. They'll eventually slow down to where I can pop around into one of them. Like that. Burning Man decided he was going to stop. And Poochie Baba. Alright, now we'll put one on the top of that dog's head. Very good. I'm really worried that they're going to do a lot of damage over here to the other side. Because I'm hearing that damn spider monkey. Okay, the spider monkey's down. Alright, let's draw these guys up here a little bit. Lost another body. Okay, somebody exploded. Okay, well that's cool. I didn't have to waste any ammo there. Okay, so I heard something break. Yeah, I figured. We're getting lots of business over here by the traps. Yeah, we're getting lots of business by the traps. I don't like it. And I'm using up a lot more ammo than I really want to. Oh, we got a pile of them, crawlies down there in the corner. Look at them. Those are the ones that'll do you some damage. Those crawly bastards. Take that cop out before he explodes. I think what I'm hearing them break is the, I'm hearing them break the metal. Okay, that one's done. See if we can't kill him before he crawls in. Nope, we ain't gonna be that lucky. Alright, then this guy's gonna sit here and jump and create damage. And I've got one over here, right here at the very edge, that's creating a problem, trying to swim through everything. Oh, great. I'm telling you what, they're piling into the pit. Got one freaking crawly right there. There's another one. He's crawling up and under another body. If I can at least knock a leg. Get off my shit. Get off. Oh, did he make it inside? I don't know whether he did or not, but I ain't taking no chances. I think he tried to. We still got that one clown right there. Oh yeah, they're working my nerves here. You see that one little jackass up and underneath there? Took care of him. That was rude. And there's Fat Man. Bull. Alright, what have we got over here? I see the feet. The little shits are trying. Doing their best to get in. Oh, that's BS. $5:56, almost 6 o'clock. Man, will you die? Alright, so now let's reload. Well, I think what I'm going to have to do, let me turn the light off. So now it's going to come the repair time. This is going to be a pain in the ass, but we got to get it done. Alright, AK goes back in. The 44 Magnum goes back in. All of the crossbow bolts go back in. Alright, so we're going to bring the sniper up. And we're going to bring the pickaxe back down. The SMG is going to go in the last spot. Give me my steel fire axe. SMG right here. And bring the machete down. Alright, now screw this. I'm bringing 500 rounds. Alright, so we've got a lot of work to do now. A lot. Alright. So down we go. And we've got a shit ton of bodies over there and a shit ton of bodies over here. So we're going to start over here and work our way back. And this is probably going to be a couple of trips. What'd you bring me? Boots, cloth. What about you? Raw meat or rotting meat and a arrowhead. Thank you, I'll take all of that. What about you? I can do with that. What about you? You didn't bring anything. Well, everybody else brought something except you. You're the butthole. Alright, now I'm wondering, are there any bodies back here that I have missed? No, they're all gone. Alright, so let's keep working our way around the building. We got a lot of harvesting to do. Pills and water. Bob will be happy about the pills. Short iron pipe and cloth. I didn't bring anything, but everybody else did, so I'll just carve you up. Ooh, moldy bread. Good for making antibiotics. You didn't bring anything. You're useless. What about you? Oh, hell yes. Gunpowder and glue. How we looking? I've got 2 more spots. What is this? A military vest. Hey, very cool. Alright, so I think that's what I can do for right now. Well, maybe a few more spots. We can get rid of this. We can get rid of this. So I have 3 spots left open. Alright, so let's begin to harvest some of these assholes. Alright, he's done. Let's get back upstairs and drop all this stuff off. And then after that, the repairs start. And that's the part that takes quite literally the longest. Alright, so stuff that is scrappable, that would be this. I have many short iron pipes. We're going to drop off the lead. Alright, let's get back over here and we'll work our way across from the Bob box, the trade box. Okay, the boots can go. Let's see. I'm keeping the glue. Bob needs his pills, shotgun, and shells. Alright, then down here, I can drop off the bottled water. Let's move over here. Pistol, 9mm rounds, iron arrowheads, and the gunpowder. Let's drop all of that stuff off. Alright, we'll move over one. We can drop off the animal fat and the bones along with the glue and the cloth. I need to slip back over here and drop off this feather. It smells funny. Zombie had it in his prison wallet. Alright, moldy bread. This goes in here. And before I go back downstairs, I am going to get over here, grab my military vest, get over here, combine this military vest and this one for a 125, thank you. And we're going to wear this. And let me make sure I put it on and didn't frickin'. There it is. Alright. So now we've got a block of dookie meat. Alright, so we're just going to go on ahead and Haktua that down there on the ground, break out the blade, and continue harvesting. Alright, what did you bring? I'll take it. What about you? Take that. Yeah, they did me some damage here, guys. You didn't bring anything. Now, I know I tagged a cop out here somewhere. I need to find him. That may have been him. And I think I saw another body right here. Thank you. We'll take all of that. I don't think there's one out here any further. Alright, so let's just continue what we've got here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and that'll give me access to these bodies here. We've got a lot of stuff, good stuff. I don't... oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Thank you. Alright, what about you? And you? Nothing. What about you? Cloth, I'll take that. Alright, so now we can close the door. Oh yeah, they did me some damage over here. I've got some repairs over here. It looks like they damaged up my door too. But that's okay. Oh, this place down here be full. Okay, you. What about you? I'll take it. You. And oh, we've gotten some decent stuff. But we lost a lot of bodies too. Okay, so they did a fair bit of damage to my traps. And I should be able to just kind of look inside here and see what kind of damage they did to the wall here. Well, the damage will show up on top of the blocks as well. So we know where we've got to do some work. Alright, so let's keep going. Let's go drop all of this stuff off. Now, turn the light off. Let me jump up here on the edge of the place here. And what I'm going to do is we're getting rid of the sandwiches and the rotting flesh, which we don't need. And then we're going to start over here on this side and work our way down. Alright, so I can sell the sawed off with the rounds, the food. I've got enough oil. We can sell them the pants. Here's more food. Pills for Bob. And then the pistol book, most definitely sell that to him. Alright, now we have some bottled water. Nothing for construction. Okay, I've got 2 more arrowheads here. I can sell them these sunglasses. Alright, let's get back over. Alright, do I have anything else that can go in here? No, I don't. Alright, so here, drop off the glue, the fat, and the bones, along with the cloth fragment and the duct tape. Right back here, we've got 1 piece of paper that needs to be dropped off. Then these other 2 items are going to go in here for later work. Alright, so the fire axe comes up, as does the machete. We're going to move these over here. Alright, now hang on. I know I grabbed 500 rounds. My guess is I put them back in. Who knows? Alright, so that one's fully loaded. Alright, so now what we have to do is come to the construction box. We need rebar frames. Those will go right in front of the submachine gun. I need a hammer. And then we're going to grab about 1,400 cement mix. Alright, so now the repair starts. Alright, so what I'm going to do is get over here and we're going to take, oh yeah, look at all of it. Damage. Damage there. Damage there. 2 taps. Damage there. Oh, they did me some damage this time around. Yes, indeed. But trust me when I tell you, if you don't repair it, you will regret it. And you can just kind of look at the blocks, especially with the concrete and rebar. You will get to a point to where you can just look at the block itself and see if it's been damaged. But the best way to do it is to have the hammer in your hand. Your hammer is kind of like your damage detector. If there's damage to it, it's going to show up under the hammer. Or a nail gun, same thing. I don't care to make the nails. Yeah, it's always like this after a horde night. You can just bet your bottom dollar that you're going to be down here doing some repairs. Okay, that one's good. Now, one thing that I did notice, we had a lot of puking cops. So that means that I'm going to have a good bit of damage to my iron bars. Yeah, gotta look at each one, because sure as shit you miss one, it's gonna be the one that you most need to be under you. Alright. So I've got a little bit of damage on these cobblestone pieces, but the fuck is that? That was weird. Alright, so that cobblestone is taking a little bit more damage. So I think what I'm going to do is go on ahead and knock it out and replace it with concrete. That's the second time I've heard that fucking noise. And it's freaking me out. Because I've never heard it before and I don't know what it is. And I don't know if it means there's something I ain't seen before. Coming my way. Alright, let's hope not. Okay, that's just a little bit of damage there. Nothing I'm going to worry about. That's not bad. That's... Alright. Got one there. There. Cool, that took some damage. That was those damn crawlies on the bottom of the pile. They always do this. That's why it's so important to get those damn crawlies while you can. Alright, I'm not seeing any damage there. Alright, let's keep rolling across. Look. That's spider monkey damage right there. Alright, these two bottom blocks, these have got to go. Okay, those are repaired. So now I need to try... See, I've got damage down here on these bottom blocks. And those are going to be the ones that are going to be the toughest to repair, especially those ones there in the middle. See, I thought that I'd gotten that one. Alright, let's turn around and look back. Squatting down sometimes helps. Okay, well that's looking pretty good. But I've got lots of damage to my spikes. And the door looks like it has taken some damage. 300 points worth of damage. Alright, so I think we're through with the concrete and rebar. I'm just going to take a quick second look. Let's open the door. Ow, that hurt. Alright, no. Got a little bit up here that we need to look at. There's one that took some damage. There's another one. Alright, so let me close this. And I'm going to run back upstairs. Alright, and let me get in here. I need this, this, and this. Alright, I don't think I'm going to need any lumber, but we're going to grab some just in case. Let me go get out here, and I'm going to drop off the rebar because I no longer need it. We're going to drop off the concrete mix. There's some sand I can put in there and some stone. And then I've got some clay that I can drop in the forge. Okay. Now the thing that worries me is how much damage was done to the to the drawbridge and what I'm gonna need to repair it. Okay, wood and forged iron so far. 50 wood each time. Wow. Alright, that's done. So we can hop out here, close the door, and now I've got to begin to repair these. Cool, those are pricey. And all of that's forged steel that I'm having to use. Boy, they tore that one up. This one too. At least it's like a double tap and you get repaired. It's only costing like 1 or 2. Which means that I'm going to have to make a bunch more forged steel. I need to make at least another 100. I'm out of forged steel, son of a bitch. Here it is, already 4:30 in the afternoon. I'm telling you guys, after a horde night, it takes a good bit. It takes I mean, especially when you're this late in the game, it definitely takes some time to do this. I'm going to make 200 of these and just be done with it. There we go. 200 done. Craft. It's going to take a while for those to get repaired, or for that to get done, but I mean, at least we're cooking something. Alright, so let me turn the light off. Alright, so let's grab this, 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 and this. At least while we're cooking, we can cook off some of this stuff and get it into the forge. Okay, he's thirsty, so while he's thirsty, let's get over here. We'll take a quick look and let's see how we're doing on other things as well. Alright, so food and water, I need to go on ahead and eat and water up, so I'm not going to do that, but here we can grow with some blueberry pie, because we can definitely make some more blueberry pies. Alright, so instead of getting into my own stash, the stash that I carry with me, we'll just knock it out directly from the supply, the main supply. $198, $198. I don't think I've ever hit 200 in game. Alright, let's do that. And we need to get back over here. And we're going to continue dropping stuff in there to be cooked off. I need to drop those 3 glass jars off right quick. Let's get those out of there, so just in case, you know, I don't want to cook those off. Alright, so that takes care of that. We've got 1 scrap lead. That went quick. Here's the candy tins. Alright. There's a lead trophy. We're going to drop it in. I'll take a little bit to cook down. Alright, the short iron pipes. I can go ahead and grab these. And as soon as that finishes up, I'm going to drop in this can. And then we're going to go back downstairs and continue repairs on our traps. Okay, it's 6:18. We've got time. We're just going to go down the quick way here. Alright. Let's get the door closed. And we're going to get back around here. Alright, let's do the squat. Alright, that one's good. That one needs some. That one took 3. That's done. That was 10 right off the top. And then this one. And hopefully we have enough to finish it up. We do. Excellent. Alright, so now I can stand back up. Let's open the door. In we go. Let's shut the door. Let's go back upstairs. Alright. Look at that. The floor is actually taking some damage there. Huh. That's wild. Alright, so in the construction box, I can drop 1, 2, 3, 4 off. And let me get a shuffle, or a sort, basically. Okay, the hammer has about bit the dust. So I'm going to come out here and grab this other hammer. And we're going to go combine those two. Tickle in the back of the throat. Damn. Alright. We can get back over here. Let's go ahead and close the door because we're going to be shutting down here pretty quick. There we go. Alright. So back to the box. The repair box. Let's drop in the hammer. Let's get a sort. There we go. So we've managed to get everything repaired, which is very, very good. Let's turn the light off. I can go ahead and let that cook. Might as well. Alright, so those rounds go back in. This goes back in. Let's give this a sort. Okay, we're down to 500 762. So I've got to either make some 762 or go and I don't need you going in there. Hang on. Now let's try it. Alright, so steel fire axe, sniper, machete. Okay, we're good. Alright, so I'm going to go on ahead and shut this off for the time being. And I'm going to go over here, and it's been a long day of repairs. It's 8 o'clock. We're going to get in a sleeping bag a little bit early, and this is the point in time where I say thank you very, very much for coming and joining me. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. The channel is about the viewers. It's not about me. So, guys, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for stopping by. To all of my subscribers, thank you so very much. A special thank you to each and every one of you. Guys, you drive the channel. You really, really do. Please remember to share the videos with like-minded individuals who you think who will enjoy the content that I produce. And if you can, suggest to them, say, hey, if you like it, give them a subscribe. I would appreciate if you could. If you're new here, if this is the first time you've ever been on one of my streams, please remember this. If I made you smile, if I made you laugh, if you learned something about OG 7 Days to Die, this is version 1.18, the last version that you could download before Telltale Games or Telltale Publishing went belly up, and then the Fun Pimps finally got their stuff back and produced it for the PS5 and left us PS4 users out in the cold. If you like the OG 7 Days to Die, hey, thumbs up to you, man. Give me a subscribe, please. It would help the channel grow. I have a growing list of people who are following me on PS4. Thank you guys so very, very much. Please stop by YouTube, drop me a subscribe, hit the like button. The like button really helps me out. It helps me defeat the YouTube algorithm that I constantly have to get in bratty fights with. You know how YouTube is. If you don't produce the kind of content that they feel you should produce, they definitely hide your content behind other things. Usually 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, blah, 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 deep. So please hit that like button. That's going to really help out the channel. And of course, the notification bell. I only do live streams. I want you to see exactly what the game is like. I don't want to edit out the bad stuff or the boring stuff or any of that. I want you to see exactly what the game is like. This way, you have a much fairer comparison of what to get, what to see, what to look for, that kind of thing. So please hit that notification bell. That's going to ding. You'll know when I put up a live stream. And if you can't watch it right then, at least you've received the notification and you can come back at a later point in time and watch. Guys, take care of one another. Love and respect one another. That's truly what it's all about. And if you don't see eye to eye, agree to disagree. Trust me, it will make you happier. You will not be as stressed out or any of that nonsense. Agreeing to disagree makes a huge difference in your life. When you go out in public, watch out for one another. Keep your heads on a swivel because people are crazy these days. I'm telling you, folks just don't think about this kind of stuff anymore. They're too busy, all caught up in their own mess. And sometimes instead of pulling out a fist, they pull out a knife or they pull out a gun more often than not. So please watch out for one another when you go out in public. Like I said, keep your heads on a swivel. And guys, remember, if you get it on you, you might as well get it all over you. NGRU Storm signing out. Much love and many, many thanks to each and every one of you. Take care. I look forward to seeing you again this coming Sunday for another 7 Days to Die stream. This Friday and Saturday, either one of the 2 days, you'll see me back on with Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred Season 8. We're continuing to work on the Blood Wave Necromancer. But guys, this old man is tired. I'm already here tucked into my sleeping bag. It's looking mighty comfortable. Much love, everybody. And GRU Storm signing out. Take care and have a great week.